When Christians are just doing well, the enemy wins. And I'll prove it to you in the next 3 minutes. Hey, my name is Paul Bacco. I've had 10 different businesses. 3 were train wrecks. 3 were 6 figures. The last 3 have been 7 figures. And had I known what I know today, I'd have 1 business at 8 figures. I don't say that to brag, right? I say that because when I set out on this path to help other Christians to do more than just to have successful businesses, pay the bills, afford nice things, play the game, I was met with unusual resistance. As the Christian Business Incubator has grown by helping our brothers and sisters escape the pits of purposeless businesses, dead-end jobs, the 40-40 plan, the rat race, we've made more of an effort to have a stronger outreach through paid media. Recently, we had a normal team meeting, but I noticed something different. My head of marketing didn't look so happy. And I asked him, why the long face? What's going on? I was absolutely shocked with what he said next. He said a certain company, one of the major search engine companies that begins with a G, throttled our outreach in a massive way, meaning they wouldn't run our ads. And I thought maybe it was like a tech issue or something like that. I was floored when I learned why. Here's why. I'm not making this up. This is absolutely the truth. Because we help Christian business people start and scale businesses, the unnamed company that begins with a G and ends with an E, told my team that my father's words in the Bible that I was quoting, like Jesus, were too damaging. Let me say that again. They said directly from their team, we were told that Christianity is damaging and that I had to make a choice. I had to either stop quoting the Bible or be silenced. And it was in that moment that I started to realize that this is happening all around us. And I got fired the heck up. We see it, and in a flash, I just saw it. I saw people, our brothers and sisters who have strong beliefs about babies and life, about identity and who can go in what bathrooms, about principles. Biblical principles are being shut down, silenced, ostracized, and I'm sick and freaking tired of it. And for a minute, it made me feel afraid for my children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, and they're removing his name from our society. And those people that I see with horns and loudspeakers and signs on the street, they get a free pass, and they can talk about whatever crap au jus they want, crap of the day, this woke culture. And I'm sick of it, okay? And we need to be standing for what's right and standing on the founding principles that our country was founded on, which are biblical Christian principles, period, okay? And I'm sick of seeing people silenced in those areas. And one of the easiest ways the enemy keeps us silenced is to make sure we're doing well. Well, our bellies are full and our bills are paid for. Even more specifically, doing well enough to stay trapped in the rat race or meaningless business ventures and never being able to create real wealth, real freedom, being the head and not the tail, owning our time, our schedule, owning our freedom. And I'll be really honest with you. This made me feel overwhelmed and afraid for a minute. I wanted to freak out, but I couldn't, as I realized like how big this really is, how big they are, the G. And then there were the whispers, the evil whispers of the enemy. Hey, Paul, you guys can't make a difference. Ha ha ha. There's nothing you can do about it. Nah, 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 nah. But then there was that still, small, sweet voice of God, that the one that always seems to catch me off guard at the perfect moment. And at that moment, I realized that no, heck no. I realized that our God is an awesome God, period. He's a powerful God. He's a warrior God. He's a lion. And that's what I realized what was so powerful about the Christian Business Incubator is that when we're wealthy, it's truly damaging to the kingdom of darkness and his plans. And so many Christians try to fight back only to be sucked back into the system, into comfort, and stop pressing into more. And maybe they'll try things like climbing the corporate ladder, trying to build wealth with those that don't share our values, joining programs that lie about the results and provide very little support for their members, building a nonprofit without money to fund it, because those who provide the funds are typically not aligned with our principles. So why would they fund a Christian business, right? It's a non-for-profit. Then some of us put our entire future into a manipulated stock market. We're the tail instead of the head. And we make this mistake of maybe trusting leadership at our jobs or our business ventures, even though they may not have our best interests at heart, because they don't share our values, they don't share our principles. I believe it's hard to succeed when you're with people that don't follow the principles and laws of our Father's Word. And in my experience, I believe I was able to succeed because I unplugged myself from the world system and plugged into the kingdom system. I realized that the greatest way that I could step up to the plate and fight the good fight is to be totally economically and financially free, to be independent of the world system. I'm talking about real freedom, the kind that can impact generations beyond our time here on earth, the kind that can fund God's work. I mean, just imagine if you could give away 50% of your income and still be fine. If you're making $1 million a year and you gave away 50% of your income, you're still living on 500 grand. Like, what the heck do we need that much cash for, right? Like, my wife and I could buy fine on 20 grand a month, and we have over 6 figures a month of income. And I'm not saying that to brag. That's all God. I just got out of the freaking way. Like, that's not me. I'm not that sharp. We used his principles, and he honored his word. And it was awesome. We got a note, a handwritten note from our pastor, and we got a thank you card for our giving this past year during the pandemic. When most people were pulling back, we were pressing in. Man, that fires me up because of the good work. It's truly more blessed to give than to receive. But the mistake that many of us make is that when we're doing well, we stop. We take the foot off the pedal. And that is wrong. And I'm encouraging you, don't do that. Keep the pedal down. There's no animal or plant in God's creation that stops production. The apple tree continues to produce apples. The bunnies continue to produce rabbits. Humans continue to make babies. Everything is designed for growth. And either the tomato is growing or it's dying. Be the growing tomato. And when we can unplug from the world system in a 40-40 plan, we're working 50 hours a week, working for something that doesn't make us come alive, then we can move into the position to where we can do those things that God put on our hearts to do. And I promise you, my friend, when you're in that position, you wake up with a spring in your step, a smile on your face, a song in your heart, and a twinkle in your eye. And you are no longer working, you're in flow, and God is working through you. It is incredible. So just imagine if you could give away 50 or 30 or 90% of your income and still be fine. That's where the true power of the kingdom system lies. The world system is, hey, use people, love money. The kingdom system is opposite. Love people, use money to love them. Maybe you've never been hushed by a big player. Perhaps you're being kept quiet by just doing well in your career business. Myself and my members were exactly where you are today, but I want you to get serious about your wealth and stop thinking small. I want you to start thinking bigger. That's why I've compiled the 3 biggest keys I've learned in my over 25 years running multiple businesses and analyzing over 150 different business models into a Christian entrepreneur manifesto, along with some step-by-step videos and demonstrations. Look, there's no opt-in required. So it may be interesting for a Christian who's willing to trade their purposeless business or job into a venture that's faith-based, built on the kingdom, in alignment with their values and beliefs. So click the button below to check it out now. We'll give you a few more seconds. In the meantime, here's a couple people who were once in the shoes that you're in today.
Into this. It's been about pretty much close to about 2 months now, and I'm already closing on 2 deals. And I couldn't be more excited.
And then the miracle happened. And if you join the program and you get involved with it, this is something that you got to know can happen. Because in the month of July, we made over $10,000 profit that month of July. As I'm recording this video, it's getting towards the end of August, and we'll profit $30,000 this month. And yeah, you can say I'm excited, and we're excited.
These people took action, and now's your chance. Are you up to fighting the good fight with my team and I? I hope to hear from you soon. Have a blessed day.